Friends, good evening to all of you. Just now you had introducing me, my friend Professor Prasad Das. He had covered all my books and as a title for his talk, so I am going to charge him copyright for that. He is my close friend. He, according to me, in India, is the only ophthalmologist and stem cell specialist. He built a Bhubaneswar Eye Hospital 1 year time, which every day 300 patients are looked after by him. So I'd like to congratulate my friend. Friends, I would like to greet Dr. Christian Combs, Professor Brian Holden, my friend, and Mr. Peter Ackland, CEO International Agency, Dr. Hugh Taylor, Dr. G. N. Rao, my dear friend, Madam Marianne Diamond, Lord Colney, and Madam Sujaya Krishnan, distinguished delegates, participants, doctors, specialists, and friends. Friends, indeed I am delighted to participate in the inauguration of a 9th General Assembly of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness here at Hyderabad. I understand that the 1558 registered delegates participating IAPP from 87 countries, my greetings to all of you friends who have come from different parts of the world. Friends, Vision 2020 program has created a unique awareness among the doctors, patients and social transformers, which has resulted in a good impact on caregiving and reduced the number of cases of unavoidable blindness in our country. Though we have made substantial progress in the reduction of avoidable blindness in the country through the Vision 2020 program, diseases such as diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma are increasing very fast, for which we have to find a cost-effective solution so that our aim of complete eradication of avoidable blindness within the next decade is achieved. When I am in the midst of the healthcare giving community, all of you friends, I would like to share a few thoughts on the topic I am going to talk. The elimination of avoidable blindness. The elimination of avoidable blindness is a great mission for the humanity. That's the subject for next 15 minutes I'm going to talk to you. The elimination of avoidable blindness is a great mission for the humanity. Now friends, let me share with you my experience with eye care institutions. Friends, when I see all of you, the members of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness participating in the 9th General Assembly, and also members from Indian ophthalmology area who are working day and night to reduce the avoidable blindness in the country. I would like to share with you my experience of my visit and discussion with researchers and clinicians from all parts of the world. On the 18th May 2011, last year, I was in Sydney, Australia, where I visited and interacted with a team of doctors and ophthalmologists and vision experts from the Brian Holden Vision Institution at the University of New South Wales. Professor Brian Holden and Professor G. N. Rao, India, are working together on many research activities. Both Brian Holden Vision Institute and the L.V. Prasad Eye Institute are conducting research and trials in the areas such as identifying and preventing genetic eye degradation, low cost and robust vision correction devices. This is what they are doing. Then I subsequently in September 2011, I visited Sheehan Eye Research Institute, Boston, USA, where I saw a unique work on image processing in relation to visual function and clinical psychophysics in low vision rehabilitation, image understanding, and the evolution of a display vision interaction They are also working on oculometer control and binocular visions. When I visited L.V. Prasad Eye Institute both in Hyderabad and Bhubaneswar, one research area yielding good results in treating burn care cases by taking stem cells from the patient eye itself and administered on the patient for curing burn injury or spillage of acid. In Aravind Eye Care Madurai, the Venkataswamy Eye Research Institute, researchers are working on better treatment and prevention of diabetic retinopathy through gene therapy and developing medicine for treating cornea-affected personnel with fungal infections. Sankari Netralaya Medical Research Foundation Madras has organized a Southeast Asia Glaucoma Interest Group Conference where the thought of the retinal neuronal dysfunction through glaucoma was discussed. They also provided a future direction for glaucoma therapy for prevention or delay the reverse the decay of the retinal ganglion cells and the axons. The organizers found that research of genomics and proteomics will play a vital role in early detection of a glaucoma. Stem cells may help restore vision in patients who have glaucoma by repopulating or rescuing the damaged cells. Stem cell can also be used for terminal stages of glaucoma. A few of our ophthalmologists are already working in stem cell therapy. Gene therapy approach is applicable to either lower the intraocular pressure or protecting the retinal ganglion cells. This approach could reprogram the target cell by transferring genetic material into them so that they lower intraocular pressure physiologically. My visits of 12 ophthalmic institutions in India and abroad brought out one aspect clearly, that is, intensity of research and clinical treatment has to get enhanced by increasing the research scientists, clinical doctors and paramedical staff who are exclusively involved in research. I suggest IAPP to make suitable recommendation as a part of 9th General Assembly so that adequate research capacity measure for ophthalmic care can be built both by government and private eye care institutions. Now friends, IAPB may consider to evolve a world knowledge platform ophthalmology and optometry which can bring together the expertise available in eye care in all parts of the world in a single platform with 3 missions. What are the 3 missions? First mission, glaucoma research for evolving innovative and cost-effective diagnostic and treatment process. Second one, early diagnosis and treatment of retinopathy, diabetic retinopathy. Third one, working out a donor-friendly law for organ donation, particularly eye, so that large number of donors will come forward and reduce the gap between the cornea needed for transplantation and cornea availability through the present legal environment. Now friends, I have visited number of eye hospitals in India and abroad and has also attended many functions organized by eye hospitals. Let me share with you a typical function where an eye hospital honored and facilitated the donor families, that is eye donors family. On the invitation of my friend Dr. Umang Mathur of Dr. Sharaf Charity Eye Hospital, Delhi, I participated in a function where the hospital honored the donor families. I saw hundreds of families who are responsible in arranging donation of their kith and kin eyes to people needing cornea implantation. When I saw such good-hearted families, I saw in them they are giving nutrient to the society. They are giving nutrient in the society. That nutrient of giving gives a life to the needy person, resulting in a new way of bright life. I am giving this experience to bring a point to the international audience. In the meeting of givers, there was one reference about a unique case. A carpenter lost his life due to an electric shock. His parents readily agreed to donate the eyes of the carpenter, which was used for two youths who were waiting for cornea implantation. These two boys got cornea implantation by Dr. Sharaf Charity Eye Hospital. The whole experience a beautiful phenomena for the two boys, whereas for the donor's family, their grief subsided by giving light to the two needy patients. When I heard this real life experience, I asked the hospital authorities, why you did not bring the recipient boys to this gathering of honoring donor's family so that they can share greater happiness. Also, I suggested they can make a short film depicting the action, response and the happiness of both donor family and the beneficiary and the beneficiaries' families. The answer I got from the authorities of Dr. Sharaf Charity Eye Hospital was, as per existing law, the donor family is not supposed to know to whom cornea has been donated, and the recipient family is not supposed to know whose cornea he or she received. I would like the IAPP members and national authorities present here to discuss and evolve a donor family friendly and recipient family friendly and hospital friendly law which bring happiness to all of them, or to all motivate many families to come forward and donate in large numbers, which is vital to bridge the cornea needed and availability gap. Now friends, I would like to say a few words on research areas. Since I am in the midst of experts from multiple countries, I would like to suggest some path-breaking research areas which can change the course of eye care. Nanotechnology is finding a large-scale application in drug delivery system, biomedical applications, and nanostructure and devices. The low dimensionality of many nanostructure, in which electrons are free to move in only 2, 1 or even 0 dimension, has a profound effect on their chemical, electronic and optical properties. The practical application of these effects is only just beginning to be realized in such devices as lasers based on quantum wires and quantum dots. By using quantum behavior, researchers can tailor the basic characteristics of the materials and devices to achieve greater efficiency, faster speeds and high packing density devices for electronic, photonic, catalytic and magnetic and biomedical application. For example, a neural stimulatory microsystem requires fairly uniform nano-sized electrode arrays for focal stimulation of neural tissues for the treatment of blindness. Using nanotechnology research, ophthalmologists can find innovative treatment methods for glaucoma. As you may be aware, there are some leading research initiatives in the world which give promising hope in the treatment of glaucoma, where convergence of technologies play a major role. The area I have specified, applied nanotechnology aimed at the regeneration and neuroprotection of the central nervous system (CNS), will significantly benefit from the basic nanotechnology research conducted in parallel with advances related to biological sciences. This is reference Surgical Neurology 63-2005. Second one, people with color blindness induced by damage to the optic nerve have had their vision partially restored with the help of an implanted nanoscale scaffold that has encouraged nerve tissue to regrow. The New Scientist 13 March 2006. Third one, optic nerve regeneration is the key to partially reverse blindness from glaucoma. Intensive research is needed. Approach through the traditional medicinal route is another method to find a treatment regime for glaucoma. For example, the extract of the leaves of the Chinese tree Ginkgo biloba, while Indians lay their hope on Ashwatagandha of Ayurveda for treatment of a glaucoma. We need in-depth work on these and similar approach to research. I understand that the research is going on for evolving therapeutic vaccine against glaucoma. New initiative ideas for this kind should be encouraged by IAPP through World Knowledge Platform, which I specified. Now I have some suggestions based on WHO Zero Draft. I read the WHO Zero Draft. Friends, I have studied WHO Zero Draft, which brings out that action plan for reducing the avoidable blindness during the next 8 years up to 2020. The study indicates that though India has done well, the visual impairment in the area 6 years has gone down only by 10%, and the blindness is reduced by only by 12%. It's a good work they have done. And the report aims at reducing the visual impairment by 14% and blindness by 20%. I am of the opinion that this is a very small target. With the development of technology, sharing of knowledge through World Knowledge Platform, advocacy mission by social and government organizations, and the improvement in infrastructure, both physical and human resource, we should aim at reduce the visual impairment and the blindness by avoidable blindness by 50% each within the next 8 years by the year 2020. Keeping this in mind, the country should take up the population surveys at least once in 2 years to understand the present state of impairment and blindness and work for reducing the gap in a proportionate manner. Simultaneously, there is a need for enhancing the availability of ophthalmologists and eye surgeons. For improving the availability of eye surgeons, I would recommend IAPP to bring forward a proposal for making surgical simulator for eye in every medical college. This will facilitate training of even general practitioners to get trained in a cataract surgery, and they can be authorized for carrying out cataract surgery, which is continuously increasing in all the countries. In conclusion, friends, I would like to discuss about the role of doctors and social workers in faster realization of Vision 2020 goals. There was a meeting of cured patients, their doctors, and few social workers. One important result was discussed: the relationship between the patient and doctor extends to the patient families and doctors in medical care. This in turn transmits effective messages from one family to another family on advice on how to prevent eye diseases, necessity of periodic checks, dietary habits, and need for lifestyle changing, including eye exercise for good health. Actually, I believe this good contact between doctors and patients is comparable to that of a teacher and a student, a research student and a teacher. I request every doctor to play the role of ophthalmic doctor. I request every doctor to play the role of a teacher in advising every family on eye disease prevention, particularly glaucoma, and the methods to maintain a healthy vision. I hope you will find time for this noble action. With these words, I am happy to inaugurate the 9th General Assembly of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness. My best wishes to all of you for providing the light to the needy. May God bless you all, friends. My talk, what I have just now talked to you, it will be in my website, www.abdulkalam.com, in another half an hour. If you have any queries, you can send me. My mail is also available.
Lifetime Achievement Award tonight, Mr. Christian Garnes. In the early 80s, Christian worked in Ethiopia with a child health organisation. For the next 20 years, he was Executive Director of Christoffel Blinden Mission, now CBM, and then he became head of the task force. And though Christian is a very gentle person, he is also extremely creative. And he and colleagues coined the term Vision 2020, the right to sight. Christian was the head of that task force, and during his period as the president of the IAPB, he was a true visionary. And I am personally grateful to him for inviting optometry to the Lifetime Achievement Award. Your Excellency, at the